So, last week I crashed out and lost 4.8% of my account in a single day, and I ended the week 7% in drawdown, meaning if I lose 3 trades, the account was gone. After crashing out, I decided to only trade gold for a bit because indices was just absolutely cooking me. Every day was decoupled or just not clean, and I was losing it. So let's see if switching to the more calm and lower trade frequency gold will save my account or blow it. So coming into the week on Monday, this is the dashboard. I'm down 6.6%, so that's pretty much 7%. Only 3 trades left. And yeah, down 3,000. I'm trying to make that back up. So let's see what happens. Coming into the day, this is the daily chart. We're rejecting off of a weekly fair value gap. We have lows below, so I'm bearish, but at the moment I'm bullish just because we have this consolidation high, so that's what I'm targeting. Right, and my ideal framework is XAU GBP takes out this low in Asia, and we make an SMT with that, and gold just sweeps out London low for a little internal manipulation and SMT. So as you can see here, this highlighted, I am bullish for the day. And for the trade, we actually did not end up getting that. XAU GBP swept out this 6-hour low, which is a 6-hour SMT fill, but it left equal lows with this low right here, which you'll see it better on the lower time frame. But yeah, we basically have that. We have a 4-hour C2 opening up into 10 a.m. And it's also a SMT with silver with this 2 o'clock and 6 o'clock low. And I guess I didn't show it, but this is just the way the 1 hour looks. We're opening up at 10 o'clock with the SMT and internal manipulation. Also on silver, we have a strength switch as, right, silver left this London low that gold swept out, but then it swept out the 9 o'clock low. So we have a 2-stage right there, strength switch. And actually I forgot to journal this trade, but here's how it played out. So I just put a retest on this 5-minute CSD. Stop loss, I'm not sure how I determined this. I think I just used this wick because it was probably like a lower time frame order block from this candle here. And we got tagged in. Yeah, so here you can see this line here, like it barely missed the low, so, and on all the feeds it was a failure swing, so it's just equal lows, but I know it can trade away from that with SMT fill and all assets reversed away, so it's how to give it a shot. And waiting for a little bit. All right, here we get tagged in. Wicks down a little bit, and then we're off to the races here. I'm just journaling stuff, and I mean, you can see already pretty quickly we're up 600. Oh, and then here, XAU Euro actually hit that high that I was aiming for on the higher time frames, but right, every asset reversed away from the bullish SMT, and so yeah, I'm hoping gold can make it there. Otherwise, I'll take a partial at 2R if I can get it, and yeah. So on this push up, we actually almost got 2R, which I think I should just go back to it. So yeah, up like 880, almost 900 probably at one point. And that's when the SAU hits high, and yeah, that's pretty much the most I got out of this move. With my stop loss to break even, and got taken out. And that was all for the day. It actually ended up being bearish after that, but I'm not gonna flip bias in the middle of the day, fade the daily candle, so it is what it is. I had a friend that did take this propulsion block, and it was a full loss, so I only got break even, so it's fine. And on the day, it is a $19 win. And my notes for this trade were, since GBP filled the 6-hour gap but left the equal lows, it's pretty sus to me, but after the lower time frame strength switch and all the assets V-shaping, I decided to trust it. And yeah, silver was going to make that strength switch soon. It happened on the 1 hour, not the 4 hour, but it looked like it was going to. And yeah, I already did on the 1 hour. So yeah, I was almost up 900 at one point. Euro took the high, but like I said, I'm not going to flip short in the same day and fade the daily candle, so longs are probably cooked, and I'm probably just going to get off to avoid forcing anything stupid. And one of the mentors did take the same thing. Just on 1 minute propulsion block at 10 o'clock, which actually ran 3R, and then back to break even for him. So the framework was solid enough, I guess, and I'm just going to chalk it up to the game. And here is the way the day closed, right? This is where the SMT was made in the AM session, and then we kind of went bearish, so we didn't go too far. All right, so some T right here, and then just go down a little bit. So yeah, it's what it is. And coming into Tuesday, let's see what I had. So as you can see, I'm actually using the screenshots from my phone because I actually took the trade in Asia and not New York session. So let's go over what I took. All right, so again, we have that daily framework coming off this rally gap. We got lows below. And yesterday we do have this SMT, which I'm not really trusting, but we'll see. All right, we have these bank holiday lows from last Friday. And I'm actually missing this screenshot in the journal, but all right, we basically have this two-stage BSP, two-stage SMT fill with silver, right? Silver was more bearish than gold, and we created a gap actually. Right, this 1400 candle is bearish while it's bullish on gold, and then we sweep that out. So that's an SMT fill, so that's enough for me to short it. And I use the 3-minute for this. So you have this initial 3-minute, 5-minute closure, then we come up again, and we have this 3-minute. I'm literally on the couch eating dinner and watching anime, so I just grab my computer once I see that the setup is going to be valid, and I execute on there. All right, then you see here I'm getting ready to enter the trade when this closes in about 7 seconds. All right, and now I'm in. So let's ride that out for a while. And it just like goes like really fast and pretty much no drawdown, I don't think. And yeah, pretty quickly I end up being able to move my stop loss and I get a partial. So here I'm waiting for it to hit 1,000. And it doesn't, but it already went like 1.9 hours, so I'm break even already. And once it does go, retraces into this 5-minute gap for a second, then spool lower. Then here. Right, then here you see I'm closing half of the position at 2R. Just to secure it, don't want to be greedy. And yeah, we let it keep on running for a while. And what I'm waiting for is either XAU GBP or silver to hit those higher time frame lows that I was showing before. And let's see. I checked the other chart and it actually ends up being silver that hit it in the last 30-minute candle. So I'm like, oh, I didn't even notice. So I just go over and I close half of what I have left. So that's like 25% of like the initial position, but it's like half of what I have remaining. So I already secured 1 hour, and then closing this when I'm up 1200 is securing another 1 hour. So that's 2 hours secured. Right, and here I'm up 800 and my TP is 1,000, so that's only 200 bucks, which is like 0.2 hours. So I just close the position now. I just want to secure it before I go to bed. I don't want to leave this recording all night. I'm sure there's going to be some kind of retracement before actually hitting it, which there was a small one and it ended up hitting it, but it's fine by me. So that is the trade, and it says the trade ends up being a 4-hour trade. So like I said here, I closed early because it was only $200 left on the table. I wanted to secure it in general before retracement. Yeah, pretty A+ trade, I would say. So happy about that. If you saw the short, then you already know about that. And as you can see, there's no other trades for today on Tuesday the 23rd, because the New York session, right, wake up. Obviously bearish. I want silver to hit this overall low from back here. I was only aiming for like some lows down here from the previous week, but now we're super close to this because we kept on expanding overnight. And like I said here, I'm not trading this BS. Silver's gonna hit the low eventually, but any attempt is probably gonna be low probability, so it is what it is. And yeah, silver did end up hitting that low, as you probably can guess, but there's no way to really catch the move. There was like a somewhat low probability setup, but I wouldn't take it because it wasn't that good looking, and also it was like I have to take silver, which has really high spreads, so I'm fine missing that. So that's a 4-hour day on Tuesday. So here is the P&L calendar for Tuesday, right? Plus 2,000 pretty much 4-hour. So now I'm only down 2.8%, which is basically just 3%. And yeah, now I am basically completely in control of the account. I pretty much recovered almost everything from this day, and I've been in this drawdown situation plenty of times on this channel. This is nothing. This is damn near like a fresh account to me. It's like 1 win, and I'm pretty much break even. So really nice comeback. And then today, it's the same thing 2 days in a row. It's crazy. Like I wake up like 9, and the chart's already down here. We just took out that low on gold, so it's like, what am I gonna trade? Yeah, crazy work. And yeah, my buys, I'm not necessarily bullish, but like that's the only thing I'm gonna let myself trade, because I can't trade any lower because there's no more objectives and it's just super overextended. So I'm gonna need one of the assets to create like a relevant swing and then manipulate it with SMT and a strength switch. Otherwise, I'll just be sitting out today. And yeah, the only way to catch some of those shorts would be to stay in London session, but I don't do that, so it is what it is. And coming into today, this is the trade I was looking at taking, because we didn't get what I wanted. I wanted like this swing to get created, then like one of these, like resweep it out with SMT, but instead they all just displaced higher and made a higher time frame fair value gap. And I was gonna take this trade after this 30-minute C2 if it made a PSP, but it didn't. Every single asset closed a bullish candle, so I did not take it. The ultimately might have, just because it looks good, but I didn't, and it failed right away. It might still go higher, but at this point the setup's kind of cooked. I don't want to give back any profits. Like I said, I'm in complete control of the account, so there's no reason for me to force a trade here. So today I'm just done, and that is the update on my accounts pretty much. So we have this fresh one that I guess I'm not gonna have to use. I thought I was gonna have to, but we ended up coming back. So same thing you already saw. P&L calendar is exactly the same, just no trades today. And yeah, hopefully we can get out of drawdown soon. Yeah, I mean, that's the frequency of gold, right? We just have 2 trades all week pretty much, and better than indices would be, though. Indices did have like a few clean moves this week. But yeah, that's pretty much my update for this first half of the week update. Thursday and Friday, I'm gonna look to try to get the account back in green, but obviously not gonna force anything. All right, and yeah, hopefully you guys are better to start this week off. If you didn't, it's understandable, because really today and yesterday just made the entire move overnight, and Monday was pretty low probable unless you caught shorts. So it's gonna be it for me. I'll be back on Friday or Saturday with the final recap of the week, and I will talk to you guys later.